Check, check. 1, 2, 3. We are back. We are live. As a matter of fact, we are alive. We are alive, and that's great. That's what it's all about. Although, people do tend to forget about it and start taking shit for granted. And I am guilty of that. There's so much shit I take for granted. I have all these new students now. I'm teaching English, and I have this surplus of new individuals that are interested in having lessons with me. These Russian people, these Ruski cunts, and I'm having a lot of fun. And today I don't have any lessons. I'm just kind of cruising, and I already feel a little down. I feel like I'm not doing the thing that makes me happy. I went to the gym, and I had a good a decent workout. I did boxing. I ran the treadmill, and I used the pull-up bar. I'm all about that pull-up technique. Using your own body weight, that's my shit. And I did that, and then and I feel great. I feel great because I worked out. I've been eating well. I've been feeling good, sleeping well. My shit's together. But I haven't really taught today, and I already feel like there's a void. There's a void inside of me that that teaching fills like nothing else. And I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed. I'm willing to work for dimes, man. As long as I get to teach and do what I love, I'll just do it. If people want to send me candy instead of money, I'll take that. And I guess that's why I'm getting all these new people now. It's because they come from different Russian cities and different Russian communities with people of different financial backgrounds, and everybody has their own history, and it's just it's kind of mind-blowing. But you know what else is mind-blowing, man? Is how many people think that they do not have a choice in life. It fascinates me how many determinists there are out there. People who think that everything is predetermined. People who say a lot of things like, oh, it's all in God's hands. Yeah, man, a lot is in God's hands, man. A lot is in the hands of the Lord. The Lord, but you do have a choice. I'm convinced that you do have a choice. Sometimes your choices suck. And you're choosing between two evils. You're choosing the lesser evil. That happens a lot in life, but you do have a choice. You always have these moments in life when you're making decisions that are not predetermined. Because you are a continuation of the higher power. So you have also the power. Is it unlimited? No. Does it have limits? Yes. But, you're not spectating around here, man. This is not like a Counter-Strike match that you're spectating. You're playing, man. You're playing. You're a player. You make choices. You get to decide which way to go, left or right. You get to decide which person to marry, this person or this person. You get to decide which shirt, to wear today. Black, red, blue, green. It's up to you. There's so much shit you get to decide. And talking to people has made me realize that it's not common knowledge, Most people are, a lot of people are convinced that, they're just, spectators in this adventure called life. That their moves don't matter. But they do, man. They do. Your moves matter. The moves that you make are everything. Life is kind of like a painting, and yeah, man, the size of the frame maybe is predetermined. Some of the colors that you have and don't have that you can paint with, yeah, maybe that they were selected for you. But bro, it's up to you, man. How to stroke that brush. It's up to you which, brush stroke, you want to use, man. And, what style you want to paint in, man. You got decisions left and right, dog. Decisions left and right. But people forget that, the word decision, it's a Latin word. And the actual meaning of the word is to cut something off. Right? You decide to do this. That means you cut off, the other options. You isolate that one option, which means you give up everything else. So, it's not like choosing, right? It's more like cutting off the other options that you won't be able to come back to. I'm gonna choose to, ride the bike today. That's it, man. That's your choice. You live with that. You move on with that. Guilt and regrets, man. Guilt and regrets. We kind of need them, don't we? Like we do need them. But they can be very destructive because they make us, look back at the past and at the choices that we've made. And I like looking back. I like looking back at my choices, perhaps a bit too much, but I think most of the choices that I have made are good choices, even though sometimes my conscience tells me otherwise. But there are choices that are bad choices. They're called mistakes. You learn from them and you move on. But I'm here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy, and I'm doing this podcast, and I'm happy. And I think that says something about myself and the choices that I've made. That's what's so crazy, man. Like, what is success, right? Success to me is inner peace, happiness, things like that. And it's crazy how, you can't really get into a person's soul and really know how they feel. You most of the time you're just kind of guessing, like, oh, is this person happy or not? Like, is this person feeling good? Is this person enjoying life? Like, I don't know. I really don't. But it's good to know when you have it, and all you want to do is just give it to others. You just want to spread it and just be like, okay, take it. You can have it too. You can find it. And I'll be damned if it's the way your brain is made up. People say that some people are just naturally depressed or whatever, or demotivated. Man, fuck all that, man. It's all about your lifestyle. It's about your lifestyle. I think everybody on this planet wakes up kind of beaten down, kind of like, fuck, I have to do this shit again, like that's, there's a little bit of that feeling, I think, inside every human being when he or she wakes up, pops those eyelids open and just, observes those morning surroundings. But then, once you do something that, that starts your engines going, you know what I mean? You start feeling good. And that takes self-awareness. That takes time, right, to understand what it is you need to do, to feel good and to enjoy life to the max, right? Like, whatever that means, right? But I feel like most people just don't want to learn about themselves. They don't want to try. I've tried so much shit, and I have my routine now. There's certain shit I gotta do in the morning, to get into the zone, to feel good, to feel alright, to feel more than alright, to feel spectacular, There's certain things that I have to do. One of the things that I have to do is, I take a piece of literature in the morning when I have my coffee and I scribe it. I copy it by hand. I take a monologue from a play by Shakespeare and, I rewrite it by hand. That's it, man. It gets me going. And then I go to the gym. I hit the bag. I do run. I do yoga. I get into the zone, man. All of a sudden I'm happy. All of a sudden I'm the king of the world and I can do anything. I get that energy coming to me by midday. But again, I don't wake up with it. So you got to find what gets you going, man. You got to find your superpower. In other words, you got to build your self-awareness, man. A lot of people live their life and they don't know who they are until they're 40, 50 years old. And when I say that they don't know, who they are, I mean they don't know what the fuck gets them going, really. Or maybe they know deep inside, but they refuse to do it for some reason. Because they say they don't want to. But I think everybody really wants to. It's just that there's something stopping them from acting and getting the most out of this experience. It baffles me why. I have that to some extent of, in my own life, but I think with me it's at a minimum, and I'm just trying to find ways to help others be more self-aware, meaning do the shit that they need to do. I have a friend from Irvine that has to wake up and watch SpongeBob in the morning, otherwise he doesn't feel like, his day is going right. And the motherfucker's like 30 years old. Well, he's 26 now. But, I don't need to do that. I don't need to wake up and watch SpongeBob. Although it is, one of my childhood cartoons that I grew up on that I love very much. But I don't need to watch it every morning, to feel all right. I need to do my literature thing, man. I need to start. I need to, brew some of that coffee just right. Get that book out. Get that manuscript out, baby, and start copying it. You know what I'm saying? Start feeling it. Those are the kinds of things that I do. I mean, that particular ritual I do every morning. Otherwise, I don't feel myself. It grounds me. It grounds me from, after this nuptial experience, of dreaming and of not being awake. It grounds me, puts me back, puts my feet back on the ground, scribing. But again, you have to find out what your thing is. Your thing might be making fucking tiramisu, you know what I'm saying? That means you gotta make it every morning. Sorry, that's just what it is. You gotta wake up and you gotta make it every goddamn morning, and you might be a little sick of it a month later, but you gotta learn how to love repetition, though. Repetition is life is repetition. I don't understand people who say that, I'm so tired of watching that same movie or that same TV series, or what the fuck are you talking about? Like, life is that. Life is repeating. So you either get obsessed with some aspects of it or you don't. But come on, life is repetition. So if you don't love repetition, what are you really doing here? Our society has this new craze, which is finding the new, right? Like, new movie, new partner, new book, new song, new genre, new this, new that, new snacks, new restaurant, new. I'm sick of that, sick of this, sick of that. Bro, take it easy. Take it easy, y'all. Life is repetition. There's going to be less new for you than you think. There is serendipity, right? Those moments of curiosity when you when you find that random article on Wikipedia, or you find that book page that you didn't plan to read, and you're like, oh, I'm so happy I read that right now, right? There are moments of beautiful, unexpected observation and discovery and curiosity, but your daily rituals are going to consist out of a lot of repetition. A lot of repetition. A lot of the students that I'm working with now, they're saying things like, I'm so tired of, doing this every morning, doing that every morning. Well, fuck. Find something that you will enjoy repeating. Find something that you will have a good time doing over and over again, but embrace the repetition. Break the negative cycles, but embrace the repetition. Repeat. That's what it is. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I'm out.